Hey guys, it's your girl, the Realist RT, and I am back. And so today's topic is beware of satanic agents. Stay tuned. So yes, you guys, wanting to inform you all about staying aware, being aware of satanic agents. Okay, now these are not witches and warlocks. I mean, those are agents also, but we're talking about your everyday agents, people that is living in darkness and not abiding in Christ, not trying, okay, not attempting to live a holy lifestyle. And not only are they not doing it, they're trying to keep you engaged in sin also. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. And we'll start off here. Okay, let's give some examples of everyday satanic agents. Okay, let's say, for instance, you have a friend. Your friend is a thief, a rogue, will steal the heart out of a biscuit without cracking the crust. That type thief, okay? So let's say you are fully aware of this. You know that they steal, okay? And you're still like, but they cool or whatever, so-and-so cool, And so you continue to hang out with them, right? And lo and behold, you not got dragged into the thievery with them. Okay. For instance, you know what? Just talking about this, y'all. Y'all know it's like I always have a story to tell y'all, but I'm telling y'all, these are true stories that I'm telling y'all, true accounts from my life. Okay. Let me tell you what just came up. Oh, excuse me. Let me tell you what just came up as I was talking about that. It reminds me of this friend that I had, and this was way back in the day. Again, y'all, I was maybe like 19, 20, somewhere around there. And I had this so-called friend. Okay. So-called friend. And she was one of those rogues. Y'all know the old school people, they don't call them thieves, they call them a rogue. Okay. So she was a rogue. And it was this store named Riches. The store was called Riches, y'all. And this was, like I said, it was back in the day, y'all. Riches, they don't even have a store named Riches anymore. But honey, she went in there. When I tell you she went in there, she racked up. She racked up. And she was, it's just like she was so good at it, girl. And I saw all the stuff she was bringing, all the stuff she got. She let me see it and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, girl. She was like, I don't mind, I can get you some too. What you want? I can get you some out there. And I'm just like thinking to myself, well, technically, I'm not a rogue. I'm not the one doing it. I'm not stealing anything. Because that's what I was thinking in my mind. Like, I'm not stealing anything. But I'll let you get it. Okay. And so, this is how you get dragged into foolishness by an agent. Okay, by agent. Now, so I was like, yeah, sure. If you're gonna get it, sure. And she was like, well, all you have to do is come to the store with me, and just all you have to do is point to what you want, and I'll just get it. And sure enough, honey, I pointed to what I wanted in the store, and it was just like, your wish is my command, honey. She had it. But let me tell y'all what happened on the way walking out that store. On the way walking out that store, the cops was following her. And they was like, excuse me, ma'am, we're going to need you to come back inside of the store. And I already knew she had got caught. So I continued walking on about my business like, hey, I don't know her. And do you know this rogue? Do you know this rogue pointed at me and told the cops she was with me? Okay. And how about they came right on over there and got me too? And I had to go to jail with this rogue, even though I didn't steal anything, but because I knew and because I was associated and I was in there with her. I didn't take a thing. but I knew what she was doing. I knew she took it. So you're guilty by association. Okay, so that's a great example. That's exactly what I mean about satanic agents. People using you, getting you in darkness with them. Okay, here's another example. Let's say that you are in a committed relationship, or maybe you're married, okay, and you still have, let's say you still have single friends, okay. So more than likely they still live in this single lifestyle because they don't have they're not in a relationship, and they don't have a spouse or a husband or a wife to come home to, but you do. Okay, so let's say you still hang out with this person. They done convince you to go to a club or something. Okay, but let's say this though about their friend. See, what you don't know is secretly they envious of you because you are in a committed relationship, or that you are married. Okay, and secretly they have this envy, jealousy thing going on against you secretly in their hearts. Okay, so they got you out in the club now, away from your spouse, and so they keep trying to get you engaged with other men and women in the club. You know, they trying to get you to fornicate. They constantly trying to get you to go against your spouse. You know, that is an agent. That is a satanic agent, y'all. And you have to be able to call it. You have to be able to see this stuff in people. You know, and I'm telling y'all, I see this stuff all day long. You know, it's just like you can just see it coming. You know, operating in people, and you might try to warn some of the people, especially some of the people you might be close to or around you, whatever, and they looking at you like you talking a whole nother language. But then the very thing that you tried to warn them about, when it end up happening, here they go on the phone calling you. Here's another example, okay? Let's say you have a friend or a homeboy. Now, you know this homeboy don't work, okay? You already know he don't work. You know he sell dope or something, okay? This is something that you already know, okay? But you just like, oh, you know, well, you know, that's him. You know, if he chooses to do that, whatever, you know, it ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, he's still cool dude. You know, I still can hang, you know. That's my partner or whatever. Okay? But let's say one day you was giving him a ride someplace. Okay? Now remember, he the dope boy. Okay, he the dope boy. And unbeknownst to you, he has dope on him while you're giving him a ride someplace. Okay, now let's say y'all happen to get pulled over by the police, and the police can smell the dope in the car. He smelled the dope in the car when he pulled you over, so he asked y'all to step out the car. And he also asks, hey, you know, is there anything in here that I need to know about? And you said no. You know, no, that's what you said, because you know you don't have anything illegal, anything crazy in your car. Keep that in mind. But you had your homeboy in there with his dope. Okay, so he don't want to get no charge, okay, because he probably already been locked up 30 times for the same thing. So he don't want to get no charge, okay? So he hurry up and hide the dope in the car, you know, before y'all got out or something. And so when the police find it, he asking you, who does this belong to, right? And it's in your car. So it's like you automatically get the charge for it because it's in your car. But your dope boyfriend He knew all along that it was his, but he didn't say anything because he wanted you to get the charge, because he didn't want one, because he already had 30 charges and he did not want to go back to jail. That's another example of what I mean by agents. You know, like you have to think, y'all. Sometimes, for real, sometimes you just have to be wise. You have to think things all the way through. And you know it, and you thinking to yourself, well, you know, I don't want to be shade or try to shade nobody, but I'm telling you, you have to. One thing I've learned in this journey is you cannot worry about offending people. I mean, you don't intentionally try to offend anyone, but people gonna get offended. People gonna get offended because you tell them the truth. Some people gonna get offended because, you know, you can't or don't want to you know, be associated with them like that because they in certain types of lifestyles that you're not trying to be a part of. And I'm just like this right here. You're gonna have to go ahead and get used to offending people, because they're gonna get offended anyway, and it is what it is. So again, y'all, what have light to do with darkness? Okay, you have to be mindful of how these agents work. You know, they don't come, you know, looking like a evil person, you know, looking like a witch or a warlock, you know. No, these type of agents are the ones that you call friends and family. You know, these are people that's close to you, but they don't have your best interests in mind. These are people that's living in darkness and trying to get you involved in darkness also. And you have to be very wary of that, because I've said this time and time again, this can cost you your life, and not just your life, your soul. And this is just a little side note for you guys. Anybody or anything that try to get you to go against God's rules, his precepts that he have set in place for us, is a satanic agent. And another thing I want to point out, you guys, before I end this video, is these agents, you know, it's like they can see, you know, your kind nature. You know, they can see that you're not like them, you know, and sometimes they try to use that as leverage against you. You know, they try to take your kindness for weakness. Okay, so it's up to you guys to, you know, you have to just pray. I'm telling you, you have to stay prayed up on a daily basis. You know, ask God, you know, Lord, who is this person before me? You know, do they mean me harm? You know, do they mean me good? You know, what are their intentions toward me? You know, and also just ask God to reveal your enemies to you. You'll be shocked at the people that he revealed to you. You'll be shocked. Just be ready. If you ask God to reveal your enemies, or even to remove them away from you, you'll be so shocked. I mean, honey, they start dropping off like flies. I'm telling you, you will be so shocked. So just be prepared for who he revealed and who start dropping off. Okay? So anyway, y'all, that's all I have for you today. Have a blessed day. Bye.